Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to talk about the job market. And I know a lot of people have lost a job, and I don't want to sound like I'm being dismissive of the fact that people are struggling and hurting right now. But today I really want to talk about the bright side of it all. And I know it may seem grim, but I truly believe that your job ran its course. So you stick around to the end, I'll let you know why exactly your job ran its course. Now, for the most part, we're replaceable. The majority of people are replaceable. Even CEOs can get replaced. It may look a little different structural-wise. I've been there. I've seen CEOs who were making $700,000 a year get pay packages and lose their job. I've seen $900,000 pay packages for them to step away. I've seen it all. So for those who are considered grunts, for those who are in technology fields that have adapted and are automated, a lot of people are losing their jobs and getting out of work. But just like COVID, when people weren't working because they didn't want to, or were not working out of fear, or were laid off because jobs were not essential for whatever the reasons may be, that job had also ran its course. You adapted, you survived, you did not die. You did not fail to continue to live on and be a productive citizen in the United States of America. Instead, you learned, you grew, and you probably went into a field of study or concentration that you actually enjoyed. You see, there was a time where people would go to college during a recession just to stay above water. You take on a debt and you just kind of float around until the job market becomes better. You have a new set of skills, and now you're ready to apply yourself into a new area and a new field of study. But when you've done that once or twice, now you see all these tech layoffs for all the software engineers. This doesn't necessarily seem as promising to just go back to school. Now, for those of you who did not do that the first time around, yeah, you can be a creature of habit and repeat history, and maybe the next field will be less innovative and will have less side effects to AI and automation. But there will be something else that comes and tries to automate any industry. We saw automation in places like McDonald's years ago, where they're having robots take your order. You can just tap a screen, place your order. You don't necessarily need anyone to serve you. In McDonald's today, they have apps, they have all these things. Before you even get to the drive-thru or before you get inside the restaurant, your order could have been placed ages ago. And so, you know, people continuously adapt, continuously learn. But one thing that I would suggest that people start to look into is providing a service, providing an asset, providing something of value that is going to be needed with or without you. You see, I'm not saying that everybody has to be in real estate. That's just something that I have done. But I know women who do hair, and I know that service will be around to the end of time. I know it will not be automated out. And I know for those who do it better than others, they will always have a job. You understand? I know that people will always need housing. And no matter whether the currency changes from dollar to crypto, I will be paid in whichever one I decide. Whichever one I desire is what I will be paid in. And so just having the asset that is needed, I am bulletproof from whatever changes occur within the lifestyles of myself or others. And because I have so many safeguards in place, I don't have to worry about whether or not jobs are lost or automation and AI comes and takes over. I don't worry about those things. I'm grateful for a job. I'm grateful that I can earn additional income on top of my passive income and active income. But I'm also grateful that I don't need it. I'm also grateful that I've put myself in a position to where I don't need it. And if you are relying on family or friends or anyone else outside of yourself, you should be grateful that you also have them. You know, I'm grateful to be in a place to where I'm not in need of them. I need my family and friends for different reasons, for emotional reasons, for security reasons, but not because of financial support and aid. So with that being said, your job ran its course. It's time for you to look for change. It's time for you to look for something better. And if you were in the job of your dreams, because I did see people get laid off from Google way earlier in the year, and that was your dream job, that was the job that you absolutely loved. Listen, I used to love, in fact, I still love when I worked at Amazon as an area manager. I love the fact that I was serving millions of people every single week. I love the impact that I was having on the world. I ran the top facility for single shipments all throughout the state of Ohio. The top facility. I was the #1 producer, and being from New York, I thought that I would be based on my productivity and my talents alone. But no, that wasn't the case. They based me on personality. How did I get along with other managers, although they had no effect on my department? And that's eventually why I decided to leave Amazon, take a severance package, and go our separate ways. This was years ago, but it still rings true today that sometimes, you know, just being a productive and highly efficient worker is not enough. Sometimes people want those who are more, how do you say it? I'm losing the words, but essentially they're wanting someone who is a team player, even if it's not their team. Because you got to work with these people every single day, and so you rather have people that you want to work with, regardless of their ability to produce. And that's how Amazon looked at it, being such a big facility. I wouldn't say Amazon, but those above me looked at it. And so, you know, the wheels will keep turning. Products may be delayed because they don't have the best of the best in terms of efficiency working there. But at the end of the day, the products will still be received and business will still keep moving on. And, you know, if they can't produce and they're liked, they'll still be fired and replaced with someone who can produce and also be liked. So I understand what it is to lose a job that you absolutely love. The impact that I was making, absolutely appreciated it. But the toxicity, I'm good on that. And now, just like a job, I replace jobs too, but it's based on my own standards, my own willingness, my own love of the community and the people that I'm working with. I now have the same standards, ironically, that Amazon has. It's not just productivity, but do I want to work with these people every single day? I choose that for myself every single day. If I'm not happy to work with you, I won't work with you, right? Like I won't be at a place where I don't want to be at. And so I'm grateful that I'm at a stage in my life where I can decide those things for myself, not be stressed out, and say, you know what, I'm good, I'm done. And no longer would I ever accept a job to where I don't feel like I want to be there. There was a colleague of mine who left, didn't say a word, which I was disheartened by. I wasn't like I didn't really know this person, but I felt like we were kind of cool. And they decided to leave for their own peace from a company that I thought was pretty cool. But maybe she was treated poorly. I would never know. At the end of the day, that was her decision. And I'm grateful that she had the ability to make that decision for herself. But that's an opportunity for someone else who may be seeking a job now to fill those boots and fill those roles. And shockingly, I'm seeing people quit in a time where I'm thinking nobody would quit a job. So it just shows that, people do get pushed over the edge, and maybe there are other opportunities that are still coming available to where they can leave and allow for someone else to step into that role that may be not necessarily more suited, but more ready and willing to adapt and change. So if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section down below. And, I post on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify for podcasters. And I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.